Alright, here we go. Welcome back yet again, friends, streamers, enemies. Welcome to Stream Jeff the Gamer. How you doing tonight? We are back with more Trauma Team, and last time that we did this, it got kind of weird. Yeah, so apparently instead of being a doctor this time around, we are instead doing a crime scene analyst thing. Which, she is the last quote-unquote doctor that we're gonna be playing as, but, not really sure how this all fits into, like, a hospital game. Guess we'll find out soon enough. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Is already here. Are you done?
Calm down, little guy. I said I'd leave in 10 minutes. It's only been 7.
Yes, but headquarters is telling me to hurry.
All right, I'll be right there. Goodbye.
Oh, Doctor, wait.
You shouldn't be allowed here. Do you need something?
Kitty doesn't seem well.
Huh.
Can you fix her, please?
A cat? Why are you asking me?
Because you're a doctor, miss.
Welcome to Stream Jedi Outer. How you doing?
Hand it over. Looks like she swallowed something. She'll be fine.
Really?
Your ass fell off. Can I sew it back on? Maybe a bit of a tough job.
Okay. Thank you, miss.
Thanks, huh? Right.
You post another crossover fighting pic? Nice.
Sorry I'm late. Is everything ready?
Dr. Kimishima, you're really late. Huh?
What are you looking at?
Oh, what happened to your hands?
A cat did it.
A cat? I never figured you for a cat person.
Be quiet. I thought you were in a rush here. Are we ready?
Uh-huh. Oh, right. I'll get ready now.
Okay, so we got a dead child this time, apparently. It's not gonna be the same kid that we helped, is it?
I see. So you were cut short too. All right. I'll reel in the thread of truth.
You thinking about posting pic of Persona 4 girls walking down an Abbey Road? Fun.
Explain the situation to me one more time, little guy.
Right. A skeletonized corpse was found in a river 50 kilometers out of the city.
Skeletonized
We
corpse.
don't know who it is, but evidence suggests it's female. A homeless man out walking his dog reported finding it. The preliminary cause of death is being ruled as a drowning.
Like you said, the body is completely skeletonized. We won't be able to ID her until we reform her skeleton.
I also have records from the questioning of the body's finder.
Huh, I'm impressed. For you, that's a brilliant move.
Please, that's not much of a compliment. I'll leave the recorder here. Check it when you need to.
Good. Let's begin. Show me how your life's thread was severed.
Corpse is in the evidence room, and the recorder has the testimony of the man who found the body. Begin the autopsy. Okay.
Dr. Kimishima, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Why are you calling for me on the intercom?
Well, it's about the corpse.
Welcome to Stream Fig. How you doing?
Huh. I do have the corpse here, in a bag. Is this some kind of joke?
Oh, sorry, that was the most reliable way to get it to you. The skeleton had fallen apart, so I had them transport it like this.
Huh, I see. So what am I supposed to do with it?
Please work on putting it back together. I'll start with the body. So can you please start restoring the skull, Doctor?
All right, I'll take care of that.
Thank you. Let me know when you start on it. When you do, I'll come pick up the rest.
You thought that you had a fever, but you're okay? Oh, good to know that you're okay. Begin reconstructing the skull. Completed reconstructing the front of the skull, move on to the right side now. Looks like a cool minigame. Well, this is kind of how this case plays. We're apparently a crime scene analyst for this portion. Which, I don't really understand why we're doing that in a doctor game, but... eh.
It's done. Let's take a look. Looking at this skull, I'd place the victim's age in the early 20s. That's rather young.
Oh.
The bone structure suggests a high probability that the victim is female. I might find something out if I have the FBI analyze it in detail.
How's it going over there, Dr. Kimishima? I'm done with the body here.
Great timing. I just finished myself.
Alright, I'll put the skull back with the rest of the skeleton.
Welcome to Streamless Prodigy. How you doing? Yes, you are called less spongy on this media. Indeed you are.
Once that's done, let's begin investigating the corpse.
You like this girl's character design? You should have seen the Latina woman that we played for the second story in this.
What's this? The bones discolored? I've never seen anything like this before. I'll need a more detailed look at it. This. The femurs of both legs have been fractured.
You're doing good? Groovy.
The femur is the hardest bone in the human body. It would have taken a massive amount of power to break both of them at once.
Victim's personal effects, okay. Welcome to Stream Gravestone, how you doing? Ah, so she was hit by a car.
Tire marks. Huh. That doesn't make sense, though, because the victim was... That's right. The corpse was found at a river. There may be some exceptions, but you usually don't find cars driving in the river. This. It's a bloodstain. However, it doesn't appear to have originated from a hemorrhaging injury. That's because... Yes. If this blood is from external injuries, then the clothing would be damaged as well. However, the clothes have no such marks. Could she have been hemorrhaging from some other reason?
Okay, and this was also cover-up
This
because
is
she's
the
wearing a
necklace
necklace,
the
it wasn't a
victim was
robbery or
wearing.
anything.
Is this stone agate? It's shattered in half.
Culprit tossed her body in the river, obviously. That's what I'm thinking, too.
How much force would it take for this stone to break like this? In any case, this is unusual for a corpse that's supposedly drowned in the river.
Hey, can you see if they'll get me some of that Mooper's chicken, huh? Oh, this juicy fat drips out when you take a bite. Tasty. Huh? Sam ain't just a dog. He's my best friend It's all thanks to Sam, you know? Yeah. See, we were walking down by the river when old Sam, he suddenly runs off. And he comes back with a bone in his mouth. I took a better look and damn, if it ain't a lady's arm. It scared the hell out of me, you know? So I went and called the cops. Huh? I ain't going near no dead body. That's just creepy. Oh, hey, if she was missing, was there any reward for finding her? I mean, dead or alive, right?
Little guy, that man who found the corpse might be telling us one hell of a lie.
What do you mean?
In his testimony, he claims that he never saw the corpse, correct?
Yes.
Yet there is something he said that he couldn't have known unless he had seen the corpse.
There was? Wait, what was it?
Do I really have to point it out to you?
Yes, please.
Hey, what did he say that was a lie?
Hey, can you see it? Oh, this, huh? Don't be stupid. You want to know how I found that body? It's all thanks. Yeah. See, we were walking down. And he comes back with a bone in his...
He said that his dog had brought back an arm bone. Even for a forensic scientist, it would be difficult to determine the sex from just that. That means that the man who found the corpse is...
Saw the corpse himself.
That's right. He must have seen the corpse in person. He then made an assumption of the corpse's gender based on the remaining articles of clothing.
Well, let's have the FBI investigate, or, yeah.
Hey, little guy.
Do that.
Can you do me a favor and get a blood
Analyze.
analysis?
Yeah, analyze that.
Yes, of course. Is it to identify the body?
Mm-hmm, that's right. Start with dental records.
Is Tan Booba Girl coming back? Eventually.
I'll get right on that. I'll let you know when the results come in.
But you have to do all of the storylines before you unlock the true endings for each one, as far as I can tell. So yeah, you're gonna be seeing her again, you're gonna be seeing that criminal doctor again, you're gonna be seeing bootleg Spike Spiegel, you're gonna be seeing all of them.
Hey, little guy. I'd like to get your opinion on something.
Huh? Me? I didn't think you'd ever ask me to...
Enough chit-chat. I'm transferring some data over to you.
Oh, okay. What is this? Can you wait a moment? I'll compare it with the database here.
My me has yellow hair, does that mean that I'm a blonde? That's not my me, that's the other guy.
I've never seen this before. Not even at the place I used to work.
Huh. So does that mean you don't know the first thing about it?
Is Spike overrated nowadays? I wouldn't say that Spike is overrated, I'd say that Cowboy Bebop is a little overrated. I mean, it's a good anime, but it's hardly one of the best anime out there. I mean, when you watch Outlaw Star and Trigun, by comparison, those two slap much harder.
I'm sorry, but that's correct.
Fine. At least I know now that there isn't any information.
Spike Spiegel, the actor? I didn't know there was a Spike Spiegel actor. The only Spike Spiegel I know is the one that's voiced by Steve Bloom.
Alright, little guy. Let's look at the information in detail.
Sure, but why would he lie?
A good question. Here's one possible explanation. He didn't want the authorities to know that he had been at the scene.
But It's not a crime to discover a dead body. Why would he try to hide that?
The most likely reason why he didn't want it to be known is...
Tampered with the scene.
Indeed. Because he tampered with the scene. It's likely that he did something that would get him in trouble if it was discovered.
Oh, I see. That would explain his behavior.
The question is, what did he do? Little guy? Go interrogate him once more.
Trust me. I'll make sure he doesn't hold anything back from me this time.
If you weren't so much into manga reading, you would watch more anime? Definitely watch more anime. Watch all the anime.
Oh, Dr. Kimishima, good timing. There's something I need to tell you.
I'm listening. What is it?
The team that collected the corpse has turned in an investigation report. It seems that a type of tick was found in the ground where the corpse is located.
Ticks?
Yes, depending on the season and environment, various insects are attracted to corpses. They normally leave once the body's been reduced to the bone. But some ticks burrow underground and remain there for a while afterwards.
True. They'll leave eventually as well, but... perhaps the ticks could tell us something.
Where the victim died.
That was careless.
Victim's weight? How long had it been there?
Right. We could use the ticks to determine how long the corpse had been there.
Amazing, Doctor. I didn't think you'd know about that.
So, was a time of death calculated?
Yes, it seems to have only been about a month ago. That's not too long, biologically speaking.
A month? True, that is rather fast for a corpse to have been skeletonized. All right. Thank you, little guy.
Maybe the discoloration was acid or something. Maybe the flesh was melted. Ah, broken finger.
Oh, the little finger appears to be fractured here.
You're gonna head to bed. Have a good night, Gravestone.
What could have caused this bone to break? The fractures on both legs match the locations of the tire marks left on the clothing. That means these fractures were...
The legs were run over.
That's right. These fractures in the legs appeared when she was run over by a car. How then did these marks appear on a corpse found in the river? This is a new mystery. That's all the information we can obtain from the corpse and other articles up to this point.
It's kind of like taking a multiple choice test. You can cheat off the paper, bro.
So, Dr. Kimishima, is the cause of death drowning after all?
No, there's a good possibility that the cause of death was something else. The damage to the skeleton is too severe for drowning to have been the cause. Her skull itself was... Yes, it was completely shattered. Even if animals had damaged the bones, they wouldn't have done that. Her skull was shattered by an extremely strong impact of some sort.
A strong impact to the head. That isn't consistent with a drowning.
There's more to it than that, though. During the autopsy, the corpse's femurs were...
Both femurs were broken.
Right. The femur is supposed to be the most durable bone in the human skeletal system. However, both her femurs were completely fractured. This also suggests that some kind of powerful impact had occurred.
I see. Also in the area where the corpse had been found, the water level was low, and there are no waterfalls, rapids, or records of floods. There's nothing in the river itself that would cause such damage to the corpse.
Yes, but that's all we know for now. It's risky for us to assume anything beyond that. Little guy, get approval from HQ. I'm heading out to the actual location.
Wait, are you going down to the river?
No, she didn't die in the river. The evidence we have suggests the actual place of death was... Concentrate. How could I do that? Right. This location is the most likely place.
Ah, because there's water under the
Understood.
bridge. Alright.
I'll make arrangements for us to go right away.
Yes, please do so. Now, let's head out. Long skid marks and signs of a collision. What do these tell us?
Car accident occurred here.
Yes, it's apparent that a car accident happened here. This piece of stone isn't a natural shape. Somebody had to work on this. feel like I've seen something similar recently.
Turn the office and sort out what I found. Don't want to, blue light the area or anything. Look for blood.
That's correct. The two shards fit perfectly. That clears something up for us now, and that is...
Victim was on the bridge.
Yes. The victim was on the bridge where the accident occurred.
Okay, so I'm assuming that she was, like, either set on fire or she had acid dumped on her. Like, if the body is completely skeletonized and that crash site is still new, then, yeah, somebody's trying to cover their tracks, and there is a chance we could still find them.
How she died yet, but this may be a clue.
Ugh. Let's just sort them with everything.
There's evidence of having been in a car accident on the victim's body and clothing. That evidence is... Yes, that's right. Taking these two facts into account, it's quite likely that the victim was in an accident at that place.
Maybe there's something more I need to examine at the crime scene. Or maybe not. Why is there nothing else to learn in this area? Maybe I couldn't... Oh, yeah, we forgot to give the, new card to what's-his-face? Little guy. Or maybe I was off base on that, too.
Little guy, does this information tell us anything?
There we go.
Give me a moment. Let's see here. Blue paint thought to have come from a vehicle was found on the area of the collision along the guardrail. We're investigating what kind of vehicle it's from, but that could take some time.
So this means that a blue vehicle ran into the guardrail here. Any other details?
Well, we can use the skid marks to determine how many tires the vehicle had. It seems this vehicle had 2 wheels on the front axle.
Welcome to Stream Virgil. I was just about to get up and grab myself a soda. I will be back in less than 10 seconds. Yeah, I'm running low on energy drinks, so... settling for a soda this time. Not just in 7 seconds. Whatever the case. Soda.
Behind that, there were 2 more axles, both with 2 tires on each side.
That means there were 10 tires total. Judging from the number and positions of the tires, it must be... Yes. The pairs of tires are for dispersing the weight of the load it's carrying. Thus, this vehicle is designed for transporting heavy shipments.
I see. I'll get in touch with the investigators about this.
Please do. Hopefully they can use this to find other things.
Any chance I'm gonna do more collabs with Yoda soon? Sunday, her and I are gonna see about finishing up Resident Evil 5.
There's no doubt that the victim had been run over in this case. If the victim had been killed in this accident, how long ago did the accident take place? Concentrate. Right. The victim died about a month ago. If the victim did die from the accident itself would have taken place a month ago as well.
Dr. Kimishima, we've identified who the body was.
Great. Was there a hit in the dental records?
That's right. The victim here is Veronica Cage. She was 23 years old. It seems she was living with her parents 8 kilometers from where the accident took place.
I see. We're making progress. Has the family been notified?
Yes, that's been done. There was something odd about it, though.
Huh, what's that?
The parents hadn't submitted a missing persons report, though their daughter had been gone for a month.
You must have had a happy childhood, little guy. Every family has its own problems.
Huh. We questioned them just in case. The interviews were recorded. If you need to listen to them, check the voice recorder.
Huh, alright. Anything else?
Oh, one more thing. About the man who discovered the body. Like you thought, it looks like he tampered with the crime scene. We interrogated him again, and he's currently being detained. You can use the recorder to listen to that interview as well.
Alright. I want to know what he'd been doing there.
Alright, now we do a little more analysis.
I hate to say this when I know you're doing your best to help, but I've always known that something like this would happen to her one day. Yes, we expected it. That's why we didn't request a search or post a reward. I mean, sometimes a machine's just too broken to be repaired. Isn't that right? What, this injury? I fell down while taking a walk. It's embarrassing. Getting old is misery. Anyway, we'd like to go home as soon as we can. My wife isn't in the best of health. I have a bad back, too. It hurts more and more the longer I sit here. I hate to say this, but I've always known that something... Yeah. I mean, sometimes a machine's... What? It's embarrassing. Anyway, I have a bad back.
I mean, sorry.
As Alice would say, little guy, little guy. Oh, talking about the jockeys.
For anything I might be able to sell. And then we found that woman's, well, his bones near the riverbed. Yeah, Sam was leading the way, and we found that dead body. Huh? Well, I saw the underwear. I mean, it's not that hard to tell the difference. Yeah, the necklace was cracked, so I took the earring. Yeah. I looked around for a while, but I only found one of them. And who's gonna buy one earring? I can't even sell it. Yeah, you can have it. It's worthless junk. Anyway, I called the cops after that. I thought I might pick myself up a sweet little reward, huh? Yeah, there is gonna be a reward, right? How much? Huh? No reward? Obstruction of justice? Hell, finding that stupid body's brought me nothing but trouble. No cash, and now I'm getting sent to the can. Well, at least they feed you there.
There you go, gotta look on the bright side. Welcome to the stream, woo-woo person, how you doing? One time I said, motherfucker, I'm getting raped again. Oh, in Left 4 Dead 2?
I was, just looking around, and, then, yeah, Sam was leading. Huh? Well,
What a coward. I see. I understand now. He claimed that he hadn't seen the corpse to hide the fact that he stole one of her earrings. This man deserves a severe punishment. I should tell the little guy about it.
I don't think it's that immoral in a sense. You know, that's kind of like a, it's kind of like a gray area, like corpse robbing. I mean, you got people robbing mummies that are like centuries old, putting shit in museums and stuff. Well, what? This is like recent, so that makes it wrong. But somehow robbing somebody who's been dead for millions of years is okay. Like I don't know.
Yes, I'm all right. I suppose that I'd been expecting this to happen. I suppose that I'd been expecting.
Wait, this wasn't a suicide, was it?
She was a kind girl, but ever since she dropped out
Wait,
of
no,
high
she
school,
said, "Mom and Dad, help me."
she lost most of her friends and was practically alone in the world. At some point, she started going out almost every night. Sometimes she didn't come home for an entire month. We thought that's what happened this time, too. Oh, this? I slipped on this. Oh, this?
These two killed their own daughter, didn't they?
Yes, my husband and I are both getting rather old.
It seems that the victim's relationship with her family wasn't going well.
I'm assuming they were depressed around her and they both decided to kill her.
Dropping out of high school, going out every night? Sounds like a typical delinquent.
That's not the best way to describe it, but I can't say she was well behaved.
Yeah, did the parents' testimonies tell you anything else?
They both got themselves injured somehow. I'm playing this scenario out in my head. Was she, like... Was she aware while she was being murdered?
There's something that bothered me more than just what they said. What caught my attention about the father was... It wasn't major, but there was some injury to his face. And in the mother's testimony, my attention was caught by... Yes, she had some signs of severe bruising as well.
But they both said that they'd gotten hurt by falling down.
Huh, you're not paying attention. Take a closer look at both of them. They both have multiple injuries, but each injury is in a different state of healing. This means that...
Were hurt repeatedly, or...
Right. How many people do you know who fall down several times a week?
Joe Biden?
I see. You have a point there. Then why were these two...
I don't know yet, but they must have a reason for hiding the cause of their injuries. Huh. Yes, these two facts do tell us something. It's more than that the person who had found the corpse stole something. There's one more important fact involved with this case, and that is...
Missing an earring.
Yes, only one of the victim's earrings was at the scene. Either it came off somewhere, or she was only wearing one all along. Where could the other earring have gone? Right. Since we now know who she is, this information should be consolidated. 23 years old. She must never have imagined that she would die so young. I don't sympathize with you, but I'll do my best.
Maybe go back to the crime scene? Nothing else to learn in the area, huh? Nothing else to examine, huh? So, we do have to mix and match what evidence we have, then. Or do we listen to testimonies again?
I hate to say this when I know you're doing your best, but I've always known. I mean, it's anyway. I have a bad.
Dr. Kimishima, we've identified the vehicle from the accident.
Good. That's rather quick. For you guys.
Hey, come on. We're a national government agency. We'll have the recording from the driver's interview later. He pretty much admits to what we suspected had happened. So, case closed?
Easy there. It's too early to relax yet.
What do you mean? I mean, the culprits...
Do you think that just catching the truck driver will solve this case?
Yeah, her body was decomposed after 1 month. That...
Doesn't it?
A 23-year-old woman was walking alone in the mountains 8 kilometers from home. You think she was just walking the dog?
Okay, that does sound odd. So the investigation's not over yet.
Well, I thought it would be, like, more odd. Well, why didn't you bring up the thing about her being skeletonized? That's the thing that caught my attention. That doesn't happen after 1 month.
Indeed. Go look into the parents' hospital records. From the size of those bruises, they would have needed to be treated at a hospital.
Got it. What will you be doing, Dr. Kimishima?
I'm going to investigate the victim's house. Keep the parents in custody until I'm done.
Right. I'll tell the ones in charge right now.
Okay, so another crime scene.
These pieces of glass seem to have come from a mirror. Let's see. The mirror on the dresser's been broken. I wonder what happened to it. It's an ordinary package of breath mints. You can get them anywhere. Still. Just as I thought. These aren't mints in here.
Drugs or birth control?
These markings seem to indicate that this medication was produced for a pharmacy. I might be able to ask the little guy to find out just what it is. It's a dresser, but the mirror's shattered. What happened to it? What happened? Broken glass? It seems to have come from the mirror on the dresser.
Ooh, I gotta pee. Good thing this bush has been following me. No.
A reaction to the luminol. It seems there's something here that isn't part of the broken mirror. This. It's the same earring that the man who had found the body had stolen. But what would this be doing here? Indeed. All the shattered glass was neatly placed in one area. That means that someone had cleaned up the glass shards. They must have swept up the earring along with the glass. If that's the case...
Why did she go out with only one earring?
With the glass pieces when the mirror was broken? In any case, since it reacted with the spray, there must be blood on this earring. I'll need to have the little guy analyze it and see if it tells us anything.
Her parents killed her at home and they threw her on the road and then she was hit by a truck. Calling it now.
Dr. Kimishima, we've received the interview with the truck driver from the accident.
Huh, alright. How did he seem?
It's easy to sympathize with him. Sounds like a case of wrong time, wrong place.
I see. Alright, I'll check the recorder.
Please do. I'll transfer it over to you.
I need to pay careful attention to his account of what happened before and after the accident. What Veronica was doing prior to being hit, and what the driver did afterwards. That's what I should be sure to listen for.
What do you want? I didn't do anything. I don't know. A woman. That woman. It's not my fault. I was supposed to drive a shipment to a nearby town. Damn it, they forced me to do it. Damn it, they forced me to do it. Why the hell would someone be sleeping in the middle of a mountain road at midnight? Why the hell would someone be sleeping in the middle of a mountain road at midnight anyway?
They killed her at... Okay, yeah.
It's not my fault. I turned a corner and she was lying on the bridge.
She was sleeping on the bridge? This seems a little odd. If this man was telling the truth, then the victim had already collapsed there from the start. It doesn't seem like he was lying, but what in the world does this mean?
I'm about 90% sure that I have this right.
What do you want? I didn't do anything. I don't... Damn it, why the hell? It's I slammed on the brakes, but it was. I got out of the truck to see, and I panicked. And
He threw the victim's body over the bridge. This means that the victim wasn't knocked off the bridge by being struck by a vehicle. Yes, both these facts relate to the victim. If I were to sum up the driver's account prior to the accident, the victim was
laying on the ground.
right. The victim had already been collapsed on the road. And after he ran her over, the driver... Yes, he threw the victim over the bridge. Little guy, what's the FBI's opinion about this?
He's already admitted to killing her. Why would he lie about that?
Indeed. His account coincides with the evidence I had found as well.
What evidence?
Well, if she had been standing when she was hit by the truck, the fractures to her bones would have indicated a strong impact from one certain direction. In this case, nothing of that sort was observed.
I see. What about the shattered skull, then?
The skull fractures are consistent with a strong impact to the top of the head. It would be unnatural for it to have been due to a car accident. Considering what happened to the victim, it can be deduced that something else caused that fracture. That is...
Thrown off the bridge?
Yes. If she was unconscious when she fell from the bridge, the fracture due to an impact to the top of the skull is understandable.
I see. You're right, that does make more sense.
Yes. However, that raises questions about the victim herself. Why in the world was this woman so far from home? And why would she be lying in the middle of a bridge in the mountains at that time of night?
That's a valid point. I guess there are still some mysteries left unsolved here.
Indeed. We'll have to continue investigating in more detail.
Oh, Dr. Kimishima, we were able to look into the parents' injuries.
Good job. What did you find?
Yes, there were records that the parents had been going to a hospital, like you said. Let's see, it looks like they'd started being frequent visitors to the hospital 2 months ago.
How many times is frequent?
Oh, we didn't check every detail, but it was several times, ending about a month ago. The hospital staff seemed worried since many of the injuries seemed to be signs of abuse.
Did they tell the doctors who had been physically assaulting them?
So the daughter was beating the parents.
No, they didn't. However, some of their injuries were quite severe. The mother seemed to have suffered some visual impediments due to a wound on her eye.
I see. Further investigation is required to determine who had been abusing them.
I think I'm gonna have some peanuts. I ended up buying a bag of Cajun peanuts the other day. Kind of been munching on them here and there.
Hey, little guy. I need you to analyze this medication.
Yes, of course. Did you find it in the victim's room?
That's right. It looks like it's a prescribed medication. But what is it?
Who knows? It's definitely no common over-the-counter drug. I'd suspect that this would have to be prescribed by a doctor before someone can buy it.
I see, that makes sense. This could mean that the victim had attended a hospital. Was the victim suffering from some kind of injury or disease?
Peanuts are always good, however, I better not be cheating on my diet. Well, I already treated myself to a rack of ribs earlier for lunch, so... Already done cheated, so no harm done.
If our analysis continues, we may find something out. Hey, little guy, I need you to analyze something.
Sure, send it over to me. I see. There's blood on it. The DNA matches the victim as well. Also, this metal fitting seems warped. Could it be worn out from use?
That doesn't seem to be the case. Look again at the bloodstain.
Can you cheat in Resident Evil games? I don't know if any of the Resident Evil games have cheats on them. Like, I guess you could, like, use a Game Shark or a Action Replay or something, but, yeah, everything else is unlockable, and I don't consider things that you have to work to unlock cheat items. Like, it's, you put effort into it, so you get them legitimately.
The bloodstain.
It's not on the ornament. It's on the needle part that goes through the ear. If there's blood there that matches the victim, then the earring was...
ripped out of her ear.
If that's the case, the damage to the fitting makes sense. But what could happen that would cause an earring to be torn off?
I don't know yet. Still, there must be some connection to everything else here. I think this information may lead us to some more concrete evidence.
You have yet to find out if you can eat the peanuts in Symphony of the Night. You can. Apparently what you need to do is you need to flick it up into the air. You need to quickly look upward just as the thing hits Alucard's head, and then you can eat it.
True. Both of these facts relate to the earrings. The victim was discovered with only one of these earrings, and the other one was discovered in her room with her blood on it. Normally, if someone had an earring torn off to the point that it caused bleeding, they would have to realize that something was wrong. Still, the victim was on a bridge 8 kilometers away from her home. What this shows is that
Taken by force.
that's right. She didn't leave this room by her own will.
The driver kind of looks like a kid from
She
Bully.
was probably forced out of here by someone else. That could explain how one of the earrings was left in the room. But why would whoever abducted her leave her on a bridge 8 kilometers away? I feel like there's a lot of truth that remains to be uncovered.
Dr. Kimishima, the results of the analysis on the corpse have come back.
Good. Did they find anything new?
It looks that way. The report indicates that the fractures to the femurs and skull, they were all posthumous injuries.
So these wounds were inflicted after she died?
Yes, that's what the report says.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Her skull was shattered
Ah.
and the body was dropped from the bridge. We've confirmed that both those injuries occurred after death. From those facts, it's clear that when the victim was on the bridge,
If the daughter did beat up her parents and they killed her, that's pretty fucked up family. I have two theories going. That's my first theory. But after seeing the medication there, I'm also thinking that maybe she hooked up with some guy, he probably knocked her up, and to get out of the responsibility of raising a child, he probably killed her and dissolved the body.
yes, even if she hadn't been run over by the truck, she was already dead. That means that the driver was telling the truth in his interrogation.
Then does that mean that she was kidnapped from her room, murdered, and then had her corpse dumped on that bridge?
I don't know that just yet. We'll need to investigate a little more.
Oh,
Oh, by the way, Dr. Kimishima, about that prescription.
didn't we give this to that guy already?
Yes, we found which hospital the victim had been going to and requested her charts. It says Veronica had been to the hospital a month prior to her death. Her symptoms were migraines, visual and auditory hallucinations, mood swings, and aggression. It also says she was vomiting blood and had convulsions, along with hemoptysis.
Convulsions? Vomiting blood?
Yes, that's what it says. The doctors urged her to have more detailed examinations, but it seems that she had no intention of listening to them. In the end, she left the hospital and whatever disease she had went unconfirmed.
If only her doctor had forced her to be hospitalized.
That's just how things are these days. People don't really get concerned about strangers.
Let's continue with the investigation. Sorry for being emotional just now. In any case, we don't know what disease she had. Judging from her symptoms, it was something severe.
I agree. If we find anything out, I'll be sure to let you know immediately.
You do that. It may give us another hint in solving this case.
Welcome to Stream Sentry Nerd, how you doing?
Yes, we can put these two facts together.
You want to recommend a TV show to react to soon? Well, I've still got a lot of Transformers to get through, but I can see about possibly putting it on a list for down the line. One of my other subs wanted me to check out Neptunia at some point, so we may see about doing that once we get through the other stuff. But feel free to leave your recommendation.
According to the chart from the hospital, the victim's condition caused her to vomit blood. If she had continued to vomit blood after her hospital visit, that would explain the bloodstains on her clothing. Yes. Thus, these bloodstains were caused by the blood that she had vomited. We can deduce the victim's physical state from this information. First, the pathological changes. There's no knowing what disease she had. However, if this discoloration of the bones shows the existence of a focus, it's safe to assume that whatever disease she was suffering from was in an advanced state. The massive bloodstains on her clothes came from her vomiting blood. There aren't many conditions that cause that much hemorrhaging. From these 2 points alone, I conclude that she was already in terminal condition. Even if she hadn't been killed, she was already on the brink of death.
I see. I feel sorry for her. But if that's the case, then why?
Why was she kidnapped? I still have my doubts about that, actually. Did the murderer kidnap her? Or did that even happen?
What do you mean?
Whatever the case, she was definitely taken from her home before she died. The question now is what happened between the time she was taken until the car accident.
Right, I follow you.
Once we know that, we should finally be able to see the real truth behind this case. Little guy, I'm going to check the victim's room one more time.
Yes, you already said that. I'm waiting for you to tell me what it is, Sentry Nerd.
I thought you might want to, so I have a new tool ready for you.
Someone's prepared. And what kind of present do you have for me?
It's not the most appropriate gift for a lady, but it's aluminum powder for finding fingerprints. There are some useful additions to the mixture.
It's a list from Foxtron Prime called Transformers Play Games. If it's a full list of things to watch, then I'm probably going to say no, but I don't mind looking into it and
great.
seeing what it's
I'm
about.
impressed.
I'm glad you like it.
The other is a TV show called Legends Chima. Oh, I saw that before. I haven't really cared. I don't really care for Chima.
Spread the powder anywhere that looks suspicious and shine your investigation light on it.
I was watching that back when Ninjago was actually going on, and I think it only lasted for like one season.
And that'll make any fingerprints stand out? All right, I'll give it a try.
Good luck. Well then.
Wait, we're supposed to go in and investigate the room again, aren't we? Okay, what the hell was the spray for, then? Okay, this all but confirms it. Her parents are behind the murder.
So many. These are all the same fingerprints. It's likely they belong to the victim. Now, why would she leave so many fingerprints on the floor?
She was crawling.
Yes. She was probably crawling on the floor to move around.
Transformers videos are good and fun, that's your recommendation? Alright.
The prints indicate she was heading towards... The prints on the floor lead to the room's entrance. They're even under the mat. What's underneath the mat? Nothing. What could this mean?
She was trying to escape.
Just as I thought. These are bloodstains. They must be Veronica's. Considering the facts so far, these bloodstains must have been caused by... Yes, Veronica's clothing was covered in blood that she had vomited. The amount of blood here is more than would be a fatal loss in most people. But there's something odd about these bloodstains. Blood is a liquid. It should be evenly spread across the floor. If there was one reason for the bloodstains to be shaped like this, it would have to be...
The door was closed?
Yes. This door was closed when Veronica was vomiting blood. That's why the blood spread unevenly. Thus, the room is now in the same condition as it was when that happened. The lower part of the door has numerous scratches on it. What could these scratches be? Huh? Bloodstains? Inside the scratch marks? From looking at the shape and location of these scratches, they are...
Scratching.
Yes, these are traces that someone had clawed at the door. On top of that, it was done with such desperation that their own nails cracked and bled.
The room was wallpapered or something as well. Look at the way that the siding is done. That's not like a artistic design, I don't think. Maybe it is an artistic design. What do you mean nothing in particular? It's like... It's making that noise for a reason, isn't it? Was that a glitch or something? What the hell happened? Maybe I leave? It sounded like there was more to do there.
These bloodstains are at the entrance to the room. The door was closed when Veronica vomited blood. That, along with the scratches on the inside of the door, there's just one sad conclusion we can reach from all this.
Locked in.
Yes, Veronica was prevented from leaving here, writhing in pain and unable to open the door.
Third theory, this is gonna be a Sixth Sense type of deal, and the parents are just fucked up and they kept her sick for sympathy points or something. Oh, woe is me, we have a daughter that's all fucked up, look at us, oh, woe is us. Like, I hope they get the fucking chair if that's the case.
She lost a lethal amount of blood and died right here. She wasn't kidnapped and killed. True, these two do share a common link. The victim's hospital records say she'd been at the hospital since...
2 months ago, right?
Yes, 2 months ago. For the month before her death, she'd been treated at the hospital. Now, the parents' hospital records say they'd been visiting the hospital since...
No?
I can't mess around anymore. It's time to get serious.
Wait, they were going there 2 months ago as well, okay.
True, the victim... I can't make any more rash decisions. I need to think cautiously. Yes, for the now, I can't make any more rash decisions. Yes, I need to think cautiously. They also started visiting the hospital 2 months ago. Veronica was going for migraines, hallucinations, mood swings, and vomiting blood. And her parents were going after suffering frequent injuries. A month before the victim was found dead, the parents suddenly stopped having these injuries. An unpleasant coincidence, to be sure. I hope there's no connection here. We can deduce the victim's condition within this room by putting these facts together. Veronica was crawling on the floor. It's likely that this is because of the mysterious disease she was suffering from. It sapped her strength to the point that she was unable to even stand. She had an attack of her disease inside this room.
There's gotta be more in that room. Or do we go back to the bridge again? No, nothing else in the area? Okay, back to the room it is. No, not the office. God damn it. Nothing else here either. Am I gonna have to have little guy analyze all the other stuff? Welcome to the stream, Honey to you. How you doing?
Can you do something for me, little guy? I need this bone analyzed in detail.
Oh, sure. What do you mean by in detail, though?
I just need to know if this fracture occurred before or after death.
This must have happened while she was still alive. Take a look at this area here. You can see where it started healing.
Great. I thought as much. All right, thank you. There's no knowing yet if this has anything to do with this case. But I do know now that this fracture occurred while she was still alive. Yes, these seem to be related. According to the charts, the victim's symptoms were migraines, hallucinations, mood swings, vomiting blood, hemoptysis, and perhaps most importantly, I can't make any more rash decisions. I need to think cautiously.
Aggression.
Yes, sudden aggressive behavior. That is, she was acting out violently. Her conditions must have worsened severely a month before her death. That is, her violent tendencies would have increased in frequency and severity. In addition to that is the fracture in Veronica's finger. This is the only injury she had while alive. That's a common injury when people hit things with their fists. On the other hand, the parents' injuries seemed like signs of abuse. If I were to consider all these points, those wounds were, I can't make any more rash decisions. I need to think cautiously.
Veronica was beating her parents?
Right. The hospital records of both the victim and her parents, they show that Veronica had been physically abusing her parents. The dead shall speak. Let's put together the truth of what happened here. A woman's skeleton was found 50 kilometers downriver of the city. The victim's name is Veronica Cage. She was 23 years old. She was suffering from some sort of illness. It caused her severe pain along with mental instability. When she couldn't go on, she snapped and turned violent. This card shows the truth of that emotional state. The patient had frequently physically assaulted her parents. This same disease finally caused her own death as well. This card shows evidence of that final attack. Yes, there were traces of blood at her room's entrance. During the attack, she writhed in agony about the room. The shattered mirror is evidence of that violent behavior. Eventually, her strength gave out and she collapsed. She used the last of her strength to try to leave the room. However, her one final wish was left unanswered. This card speaks to that sad truth.
So, if she just died on her own, why did her parents dispose of the body?
In her fading consciousness, she tore the door. But she died there, and the culprits carried her body out. The proof of this is on this card. Exactly. The earring caught on something while she was being carried. She was already dead when the earring was torn from her ear. Most likely, her death surprised the ones responsible. They then cleaned the room to hide any signs she was there. But whoever cleaned the room had poor eyesight, and thus did not see the earring among the mirror shards. The body had to be hidden as well. Their plan was to throw the body off a bridge 8 kilometers away. But they were scared off by a pair of oncoming headlights. This culprit, with a bad back, gave up and fled the scene. Those headlights belonged to the blue truck. The driver could not avoid the body and ran over her. The driver believed he had killed her and dumped the body. Ironically, what he did only completed the culprit's plan. This card has proof that she was already dead when run over. Hiding a corpse is a crime, but the driver wasn't the murderer. The ones responsible are those who locked her away to die. She sought help, not knowing that none would ever come. Her last words are the proof of that desperation. This is the whole truth in how her life was cut short. I don't know what the dead want, but the truth must come out.
Your poor
I'm
ears.
going to see the ones who cut your life's thread short.
Yeah, fuck those parents. You don't seal your kid away in a room when they're suffering from, like...
The medical examiner. What brings
whatever
you?
the fuck she was suffering from.
Your daughter died in suffering. She struggled, she shouted, and she clawed at her door. She tried to escape so terribly that her own nails tore off. Why didn't you open the door?
There was no choice. We wanted her to be happy.
Then you...
We wanted her to be normal. We never thought this would...
Her death may have been inescapable. But you defiled her death in order to protect yourselves. That can never be forgiven.
Honestly, I wouldn't blame her if she just shot both of them in the face on the spot. I would've. Maybe break their legs, lock them in a room.
When death came to you, did you suffer?
She was vomiting blood. What the fuck do you think?
Soon I will know for myself.
Miss Kimishima, your test results have come back.
I see. Let me ask you up front. How long do I have until my flame goes out?
A year, at best. Maybe 6 months.
I understand. Thank you, Doctor.
Oh. So,
Dr.
she's
Kimishima, the
on the
helicopter's
clock,
here to take you to
too.
the lab.
All right. Thank you. Rosalia. What is this? Someone's name?
Dr. Kimishima, are you all right up there?
Yes, I'm fine. I'll be right down.
Yay! Hello, Mr. Butterfly. I'm Alyssa. I live in the house over there. Where do you live, Mr. Butterfly?
Great. She's at it again. Hey, kitty girl, what are you doing? No trespassing.
Oh, Miss! Chloe's better.
Chloe? Who are you talking about?
Chloe's the kitty you helped. Now she comes over to play.
Glad to hear it. In any case, you're not allowed here.
Hey, Miss. What's your name?
Me? Oh, I'm Naomi. Naomi Kimishima.
Okay. Hi, Naomi. I'm Alyssa. I live just on the other side of the garden here.
I see. That makes us neighbors.
Yep, so I can come see you anytime I want.
Something tells me we're gonna have to investigate that
Now,
kid's death
Alyssa,
eventually.
This is a place where most people can't go. That's why I need you to...
Oh, and who's this little princess? Am I intruding?
Chief.
Hello, mister. I'm Alyssa.
Hello, Alyssa. I'm David.
Hello, Jiraiya.
Excuse me, but can I borrow Naomi for just a moment?
Okay, Naomi's got work to do, right? I'll be going then. Bye-bye, Naomi. See you later.
It seems you've made a cute little friend.
You know she doesn't have any security clearance, right?
Now, do you think I'm that uptight? It's not like we're using diamonds to decorate the garden.
Anyway, you're here to talk about work, correct? I'm listening.
Yes, a few hours ago, a body was found in Oxford. The FBI is requesting that we send you to investigate it.
Me? Is there some crime involved?
It's our job to determine that. What do you say?
This is my duty, isn't it? I'm on it.
So, Uwu person.
The victim lived in a
Naomi
cottage in
or
Oxford with
Sai?
her husband. The husband called the police, saying he had killed her. When they arrived, she was on the floor with a chest wound.
What? This girl or Sai Nijima?
Joseph, my love. I'm sorry. I can't save you.
I accept. The FBI thinks the husband may not be telling the truth. All right. Let's discover how this tragedy played out.
Definitely Nijima. I think I like Supernatural Detective here
Tell
better.
me the facts we have, little guy.
Yes, ma'am. The victim is 75-year-old Alma Parker. Her husband Joseph called the police late last night. On arrival, they found her body, stabbed in the chest. The husband was in a wheelchair, holding a bloody knife. Joseph's account is that they had a fight that escalated.
A man in a wheelchair stabbed someone who could walk?
That's what he says happened.
Find out what you can about the murder. I'll check the body.
Right, please get started.
The dead tell no tales. And if they do, nobody listens. Only the dead who haven't died yet can discover the truth. Let's begin. Show me how your light was put out. This must be the fatal stab wound. It has an odd shape. The weapon's cross-section must be... Right. The weapon must be shaped like a cross. That weapon most likely penetrated the heart and killed the victim. What kind of weapon has a shape like that?
Broadhead arrow?
This stab wound is small, but it's rather deep. There's a wound with a similar shape, but it's a different size.
The hell does that mean? Maybe she was shot in the back and that was a exit wound? What do we have here?
What could this be? I've never seen a bruise like this. Is it something congenital? This is internal bleeding. It might have been caused by something pressing against the palm.
Exit wound? Well, the exit wound is going to be larger than an entrance wound. So I'm thinking she was probably stabbed from behind.
It would require a great deal of force to leave this mark on the victim. Was she struggling against the murderer? Or is there a different reason behind it?
Another one.
The victim has a wound on her head. It's star-shaped? What can wounds tell us?
Shape the weapon.
Yes, we can figure out the shape of the weapon that inflicted them. Still, a star-shaped bruise. What kind of weapon would leave that?
Cookie cutter? One of those wooden blocks that toddlers use? I don't fucking know.
What's this? Is it hair? That's bizarre, because...
They have white hair.
Indeed, the victim and the suspect reportedly both have white hair. I need to send this in for analysis and identification.
Yeah, I'm thinking she was stabbed from behind. Also, this is... I'm looking at the color of these clothes here, and I'm thinking of Lois.
Bloodstains on the left sleeve. Was there a wound on the corpse's arm? It could be the murderer's blood. This needs to be investigated further. Hey, little guy, could you analyze this hair?
Yes, of course. Dr. Kimishima, this isn't human hair. It seems to be from some sort of animal. Did the victims have any tame household creatures?
You know, they're called pets. And no, there weren't any signs that they had any.
Strange. Still, this is obviously not human hair. I can see cuticles, so this isn't synthetic hair or a fiber.
All right. Can you identify what animal it's from?
No, that's beyond my expertise. Oh, but I do see something odd about it.
Go on.
Well, the hair has a tip, but the other end doesn't have a root.
No root. That means... So the hair had been cut.
Right. This means that the hair didn't fall off the animal naturally.
Why would something like this be on the corpse?
Prediction, the old man did kill his wife, and he planted the hair there as a misdirection. Because he has white hair, and that was black hair.
These stab wounds are different sizes, but they have the same shape. We can deduce that these wounds are connected by... Yes. These two wounds were caused by the same strike, piercing all the way through her body. If that's the case, the entry wound was...
Her back. What?
How could I do that?
That doesn't make... Excuse me. That doesn't make any sense.
Indeed. If something is pierced all the way through by a sharp implement, the entry wound must be at least as large as the exit wound.
Huh?
If these wounds were caused by the same strike, it would have to be 20 centimeters or longer.
Am I retarded? Thought the exit wound was supposed to be larger than the entrance wound.
This isn't enough to identify a weapon, but it does get us one step closer.
I think so, yes. I'll need some information, though. What can you tell me? How big is it?
Well, it's at least... That was careless. 20 centimeters. It's shaped like a cross shape. Does that help?
Yes, thank you. We'll have the results in a moment. I see. This isn't a cutting tool, like a knife. It's like a spike or a spear. Something meant for piercing.
So, a stabbing weapon. I don't like the looks of this.
Right. This isn't your usual murder weapon.
Something's not right. What do you think, little guy?
You mean the weapon in the shape of the wound, right?
That knife isn't long enough to have done that, and it's nowhere close to the right shape. No, something else has to be the real murder weapon. The second thing this tells us is...
Not the killer?
that was careless.
He's lying?
I agree. The husband's definitely lying to us about something. In any case, we know for sure that the knife isn't the murder weapon. However, we still don't have a clue what the real weapon was, or who the killer is.
Take it easy. We just have to think about all of this. A sharp weapon, like a spear, that can go through a human body. We'll have to find out what it was.
I'm thinking arrow. Let's see, we get the guy's testimony yet? No voice recordings, okay.
Dr. Kimishima, do you need an analysis?
Well, I'm not here to ask you out on a date. Just look at these.
Okay. Are these bloodstains?
Yes, they were on the victim's left sleeve.
That's odd. This blood isn't the victim's.
What do you mean?
Well, the results say that only the H-type antigen was detected in this blood. That makes this blood type O.
The victim has type A blood. What about her husband? He's a suspect.
He has type O. Does this mark him as the culprit after all?
Let's not start jumping to conclusions. First, let's check to see if the husband is injured. If this blood came from him, he must be wounded.
Dr. Kimishima, we're done interrogating Joseph.
Joseph? You mean the victim's husband who confessed to the murder?
Yes, he just keeps saying that he killed her. We've got nothing to go on.
I'd like to hear the recordings myself anyway. I want to know if the blood on the victim's sleeve was his or not.
I've already sent you the data. You can examine it whenever you want.
Yes, I'll do that. Thank you.
I've already told you people, it was a domestic dispute. I was angry at my wife and I stabbed her. That's all there is to it. So what if I'm in a wheelchair? It doesn't mean I can't stab someone. She was standing right in front of me, so I just shanked her right there. I turned myself into the police right after. You know what happened after that. But what about my hand? I injured it. That's...
I see. The victim's husband does have an injury on his hand. This will prove that the bloodstains came from the husband.
I'm confused now.
True. These pieces of information do share a common bond. The blood on the victim's sleeve is type O.
So he's admitting to killing her, And
Joseph has a wound on his right hand, and he himself has type O blood. There's little doubt that the bloodstains on the sleeve were left by him.
but why would he be lying?
That doesn't prove that he killed Alma, though. We'll need more evidence to be certain. Let's keep investigating. This is one bizarre case. There's so much about it that's hard to believe.
You don't think the husband did it, Dr. Kimishima?
Who knows? Anyway, let's put the facts we know so far in order. The reason why it's doubtful that the victim's husband is the murderer is because... That was careless. That was careless. Yes, the knife he says he used could not have caused the wounds she died of. There are other reasons to doubt him too, no matter what weapon he used. Pushing it all the way through a human body would require a lot of strength, but he's...
Can't stand?
Indeed. He is wheelchair-bound and cannot stand under his own strength. Would he be able to kill someone like this while sitting in a wheelchair?
His hospital records make it clear that he can't stand up at all.
Yes. The shape of the weapon and the details of the death make it unlikely that he's the murderer. Still, he insists that he's the one who killed her.
I don't get it. Usually people lie to avoid being blamed for a crime.
Huh. You have a lot of experience with lying, Mr. Investigator?
Hey, we agreed not to bring up the past, didn't we?
But why would he want to make himself the criminal?
All I can think of is that he's defending somebody else.
A son or something,
Either that,
possibly?
or covering up an even bigger lie. That doesn't change what I need to do at all. Contact HQ about the inconsistencies we've discovered and interrogate the husband again.
One thing you thought about the only way an entry wound is larger than an exit wound is if it's a stab, like a sword, for example. Stabbing someone through and just enough for the tip of the blade to exit. I don't know, I was always under the impression that the exit wound is supposed to be larger than the entrance.
I'm going to the crime scene. Tell them that, too.
Like, because if something's gonna protrude outward, like, that would cause the flesh to, like, petal out like a flower, wouldn't it? If that even makes any sense to you, I'm sure somebody understands what I mean.
Understood. I'll get authorization immediately.
Like, say if you shoot somebody, bullet rips through the skin, and it the exit wound should, like, splay the flesh outward.
I've already told you people. I was angry at my wife. So what if... She was standing right in front. I turned myself into the police. But what about how I injured it as I accidentally cut...
If it was a shoot wound, we're looking at a stab wound. Okay, but it's the same concept, though. Like, you have a object entering and exiting a body. Do I have to have little guy examine the other stuff, or... No, I guess we go to the scene of the crime.
This. It's a shard of glass. What could that be from? Supposedly, only Joseph and the responding police officer were at the murder scene. If that's the case, then... I can't mess around anymore. It's time to get serious. I can't mess around anymore. It's time to get serious. Yes, there were no other shards of glass in the area. The police wouldn't be so foolish as to contaminate the crime scene. I'm beginning to wonder if someone there had cleaned up the other shards of glass. I could send this shard to Analyst. We might learn something about it. There are traces of something having been burned in this fireplace.
Oh.
It's something other than firewood. I wonder if there's anything left. Huh, I've got something. What is this? There's something else here, too. Is this fur? What is this doing here? There's an inscription on this clock.
And there's a star pattern, too.
To my loving father and mother from Abby. A gift from a family member?
Ah, so a daughter.
Huh. Why does this decoration look familiar? I can't make any more rash decisions. I need to think cautiously. That's right. It's the same as that star-shaped bruise on the victim's head. The murderer could have struck the victim with this clock. I need to take this back and carefully investigate it.
Let's save before doing anything more.
Huh. The decoration on the clock matches the victim's head wound. But this couldn't possibly have been the fatal blow. I need to know exactly how this wound would have affected her. Hey, little guy. Your turn.
Yes, what is it? Oh, you need something analyzed? Just one moment. There's some kind of compound on the concave surface here.
Any details?
It's wine. Yep, no mistake.
So, there's wine on the inside of this piece of curved glass. That means this shard comes from... I can't make any more rash decisions. I need to think cautiously.
Part of wine glass.
That's probably right. Then again, there could be some oddballs who drink wine straight from the bottle or something.
I feel attacked.
Perhaps. Let's assume for the moment that it's from a wine glass. A little more investigation may provide us with more information.
You know what? I'm gonna drink some more rum directly out of my rum bottle. Fuck you, little guy. I got called an oddball. Fuck you.
These two hairs appear to be the same. If that's the case, then the hair from the fur was on the victim's clothing.
You guys know anything about singing? Like, you guys ever sing in your off time? Because once we hit 900 subs, I am planning on doing a karaoke stream, and, kinda want to do a couple of metal songs, but I don't think I can quite growl.
Why, though?
You did karaoke once and you felt confident doing it? Well, I tried singing some Atreyu in the car earlier today, and trying to do screaming metal, it hurts my throat. Trying to hit the high-pitched notes when singing Marvin Gaye, that fucks with my throat too. Maybe don't do it? Well, I want to do it, though. That's the thing. I want to learn how to do it better. Don't have any advice? That's fine.
Little guy, could I bother you for a moment?
Anytime. How can I help?
Well, the wound on the victim's head was caused by a clock found at the scene. I want to know what that wound would have done to the victim.
Okay, I get it. I'll start looking into it right away.
Let me know the moment you get some results.
Dr. Kimishima, I need to tell you something.
Is it good news?
No, bad. Another corpse has been found.
Oh, goody.
Give me a break. I'm already in the middle of investigating a case for you.
Well, the thing is, it might be related to the Alma Parker case.
Their daughter's a psycho killer.
What do you mean?
A female corpse was discovered in a warehouse at the harbor. The victim is identified as Abigail Parker. She's Alma Parker's daughter.
Or not.
What?
Yes, it's not just Alma now. Her daughter's been murdered as well.
Is there like a secret son or something? Disgruntled and estranged, jealous son?
My God. Is there any connection between the two cases?
We don't know yet, but considering the timing, I believe there's a good chance that they're related.
Yeah, also they're related to one another. That should be a bit of a no-brainer.
All right. Send the corpse over here. I'll perform an autopsy.
Right. I was going to come over and tell you about the clock anyway. I'll load all the information that we've confirmed onto the computer, too.
Huh. A man who comes to visit bringing a dead body as a present. You're the worst guest ever. This kind of thing tends to upset people, you know.
Hey, come on. This is my job.
I'm joking. I'll have a room ready.
Yes, that would be helpful. I'll see you later then.
The daughter of Alma Parker, the first victim, Abigail Parker. These were her last words. I'm not making any promises, but I've heard your words. There's a deep wound on the chest. This must be the fatal wound. This stab wound has an odd shape. I've seen this somewhere before.
Yeah. This one didn't penetrate all the way through, though. No marks on the head.
This is a cut. It seems like it was inflicted intentionally. I feel like I've seen a similar wound somewhere before. Oh, this is the cell phone that Abigail was carrying. It won't turn on. Is it broken?
She says that while looking at a cracked
This will be
screen.
sent in for analysis. It may have some useful information. Abigail's hair isn't black. I've seen this black hair before. I can't make any more rash decisions. I need to think cautiously. That's right. It was animal fur. Little guy, can we tell anything from this wound?
One moment. Let's see. The stab wound in her chest is the same shape as Alma's stab wounds.
Is that so? My hunch was right. This proves...
I don't think you needed to have it analyzed to be able to tell that.
Rash decisions. I need to think cautiously. Yes, both murders were committed using the same weapon.
So were they murdered by the same person?
It's likely, but there's no conclusive evidence of that just yet. The wounds aren't exactly the same. There's something very different about them.
Where?
It's... I can't make any more rash decisions.
Depth.
I need to think cautiously. Yes, the depths aren't the same.
Couldn't that just be coincidence? They weren't killed by a machine after all.
I can't rule that out as a possibility either. Still, Alma's stab wound pierces all the way through her body and out her back. Abigail's wound barely reaches her heart. These wounds would require a vast difference in strength to inflict.
I see. Is that so?
In any case, it's dangerous to make more assumptions than is absolutely necessary. Let's continue investigating. These murders are too similar for us to dismiss the possibility that they're related. The wound on Alma's hand wasn't caused by external trauma, while Abigail's wound was obviously made using a sharp tool. At first glance, these may seem to be completely unrelated. However, if we consider any similarities or connections between the two corpses, these wounds may indicate some hidden link that we haven't discovered yet. Just as I thought, these two hairs are identical. So we know that the hair from the fur found in the fireplace at the murder scene was on both of the two victims. From this, we can deduce that...
Welcome back, Jeff the Gamer.
I can't make any more rash decisions. I need to think cautiously. Indeed, the murderer had been wearing or using the fur somehow. Thus, it's not surprising if we found evidence of it with both the victims.
Okay, he was probably wearing a mask of some sort then. Stupid remote. Should we check the body again? We're just giving this guy everything to analyze, aren't we? I don't know what's supposed to go with what. Whew. Back to the crime scene. Not gonna come across anything else. Okay, so we gotta combine something. Guess it's time for some trial and error.
Alma and her daughter Abigail. The two corpses share one common thing. That is, I can't make any more rash decisions. I need to think cautiously. Yes, the same weapon was used for both murders. Another similarity can be found among their belongings as well. That is, I can't make any more rash decisions. I need to think cautiously. Yes, both of them had the same type of animal fur on them. There's a very high possibility that these crimes were committed by the same person.
Here we go.
A new testimony has arrived.
Good. Whose testimony is it this time?
Let's see. First, we have the person who found Abigail's corpse. He owns a restaurant, but he seems to be an acquaintance of the victim.
Really? How did they know each other?
Well, it seems the victim was an occasional customer at the restaurant. According to the testimony, the victim had visited the restaurant not long ago.
I see. This may be able to help us determine the victim's situation before she was killed. We should confirm when he last saw the victim as well.
Yes, there's another bit of testimony that needs to be addressed.
Go on.
Well, it's Joseph Parker. He's begun confessing to his daughter's murder as well.
What?
When the questioner asked him about Abigail's corpse,
He's protecting a son.
he started with the whole I did it spiel again.
Why did you fools tell him about Abigail?
Well, he is her father after all. Someone was bound to tell him.
Well, we've lost the chance to learn what really happened from him.
No matter where you go, there's always somebody who has to ruin it for everyone.
Oh well, what's done is done. I'll listen to his testimony too. Send the voice data over.
Understood. Please do so.
Well, when I found the body, I was up that morning fishing for the restaurant's chef's catch special. Oh yeah, if you go out a bit there, they're quite easy to catch. The market's fish aren't good enough. No, for the fish to be at their freshest, they have to be killed right when they're caught. Well, I was shocked. I never imagined I'd pull up a corpse. And even worse, it was Miss Abby Parker. That's right, I've known the Parkers for years. She'd come to the restaurant with her parents every now and again. Heavens, no, they never fought. They seemed very happy, a wonderful family. The last time Miss Abby came was...
He says that Abigail was at his restaurant 3 days ago. So Abigail was still alive at that time. We can trace Abigail's whereabouts with these facts. Her corpse was found about 2 days since her death. The man who found her body last saw her 3 days ago. That means that when the chef saw her, I can't make any more rash decisions. I need to think cautiously. I cannot make any more mistakes. I cannot make any more mistakes. Yes, it was not long before she was killed. There's a high possibility that Abigail was killed soon after she left his restaurant. It would be best to investigate the man who was seen with her the night she died.
Oh, Dr. Kimishima, could I bother you for a moment?
If I said no, would you leave me alone?
No. I definitely think you should hear this.
All right, hurry up.
Thank you. Well, HQ has made a move. The FBI has arrested a suspect for Abigail's murder.
What's going on?
Who knows? Maybe they're jumping the gun. I don't know what the higher-ups are thinking. The man's name is Sean Bowen. He was Abigail's boss where she worked. His wife, Carolyn Bowen, was also taken in for interrogation.
She has a sense of humor. Always has.
They're both at HQ now.
Huh. Is there any evidence that he's the killer?
It seems that this was found at the scene where Abigail had been murdered.
What's this?
It's an expensive lighter made in France. It's a custom order with his name engraved on it.
Sean Bowen. Well, there's no mistaking that.
We also showed Sean's picture to that chef. He confirmed that Sean was the man with Abigail at the restaurant the night she died.
I see. Let me guess. Here's what the FBI thinks happened. Abigail was having an affair with her boss. The situation got complicated, so he killed her.
Bingo, Dr. Kimishima. That's exactly what HQ thinks happened.
What about Alma's murder, then? Would he take the trouble to murder the girl's mother to hide his affair?
Honestly, I don't think they're looking that far ahead. They'd rather believe this than think that Joseph committed either of the murders.
I see. So Joseph is defending the man who killed his own daughter?
Well, now that you mention it, that doesn't make sense at all.
It's gotta be his son or something.
All right. We can't say for certain that this man, Bowen, isn't the murderer just yet. I'm sure he'll be able to tell us what Abigail was doing on that night as well. Can you get the interrogation recordings, little guy?
I've already got them. I know my stuff.
Nice of you to stay on top of things. Send me that data ASAP.
Got it. I'll do that now.
I think I'm gonna see about taking a short break here as well. I'm feeling a little lightheaded. I don't want to end stream early because I want to get my 4 hours in, but we are going to step away for a little bit. Stay tuned, and I shall return. Okay, back to it again. Well, I just got very annoyed. So while I stepped away to take my little break, I ended up opening up the River City Girls figurines that I had. Whoever built those things needs to have their right to make toys taken the fuck away. Because, oh boy! The construction of those things. They were a waste of money.
What? Abigail was... What? I mean, yeah. I'm admitting it. Who cares about the weapons? Quit fooling around and... Good heavens. What's going on? I haven't done anything to get interrogated by people like you. Abby? Yes, she did work for us. She was a very innocent and... Look, I'm sure you figured it out for yourself, right? What we have is a relationship. She's the one who asked me to meet her. But she got a phone call and... where she went. She said... Huh? To the scene of the murder? A warehouse? No! I've never... I don't even carry that lighter. I keep it at home, so... I get it. This is a trap. Listen, that lighter's a custom... I keep it carefully locked in a showcase at... The showcase? It's in my... The only keys to the case belong to...
Huh. Why did his testimony end there?
Oh, that's when his lawyer arrived.
And they took measures so he wouldn't say anything self-incriminating, I take it. That's all right, though. I learned something important that I hadn't been expecting.
Huh. You got some useful information from that recording?
You weren't paying attention. If that man is telling the truth, then Abigail's cell phone has an important clue. That is, calm down and ascertain the truth, Naomi. So, please. Why did his testimony end there?
Anybody still here?
Oh, that's when his lawyer arrived.
And they took measures. That's all. That was careless. Yes. Upon receiving a call from someone, she abruptly left the restaurant and was killed. It's quite possible that call came from the murderer.
I see.
Even if the caller isn't the killer, we can identify who called her.
Gotcha. I'll make sure they hurry up and analyze the cell phone.
Yeah, you're still here? Thanks for hanging around, Les Prodigy. Who the fuck is Eclipse Chat 06? Is this a... This isn't a bot account, is it? hang on, I need to check if this person's following me or not. If they aren't, we're gonna nuke them. I heard something about a Twitch policy about people getting view-botted. Like, apparently they'll get in trouble, in spite of the fact that you're not the one botting your own streams. Which, it's a stupid policy, but let's see. I am not seeing a eclipse in my followers. Well, let's block them.
Wait.
If they're an actual
also need
person, they can
evidence
always
to back his
request to be
testimony as well.
unblocked. Or unbanned, or whatever.
That's true. What can we do about that?
It shouldn't be difficult to get a witness to verify his testimony.
A witness? But who?
Think about it. It would have to be. Concentrate.
Right. You did remember seeing Sean and Abigail at the restaurant that night. You think he might have more to say about how they were acting then?
Yes. Can you go talk to that chef one more time?
No problem. I'll ask him for more details about that night.
There's also that lighter to consider. That was careless. Yes. According to his statement, the lighter was supposed to be in his home. The only person besides him who would have been in a position to take it would be his wife, Carolyn. If we inspect the lighter itself, we may learn something from it.
I see. You'll need the recordings from Carolyn's questioning as well. I'll send it over right now, so please use the recorder to listen to it.
Yes, make sure I get those. I'm counting on you, little guy.
Hey, what's this all about? Why are you keeping me here? What could I possibly have to do with you? Huh? I was home all day on that day. So what? You found his lighter at the murder scene? Is that so? Is that so? I wonder why. So, is he a suspect now? So, is he I don't give a rat's ass about that cheating. Can I just go home? I don't...
She's rather emotional. Is she unstable?
That's just normal, Dr. Kimishima. You're a little too calm.
Well, I have my moments too. Sometimes.
Anyway, Carolyn's insisting that she was home the entire time.
Is there any way to prove that?
You're back. Welcome back, Jedi Otter.
No, there aren't any witnesses. She says she was alone the entire time.
Did she know that Sean and Abigail were together that night?
No, we told her that her husband is a suspect in a murder investigation. She shouldn't know that Sean was involved with Abigail. We're trying to keep the details under wraps.
I see. If that's the case, then she knows too much.
Huh? What do you mean?
Let's listen to her testimony one more time. Pay attention.
Hey, what's the... What could... Huh? You found... So, is he a... I don't give a rat...
That bit at the end. Why did she call him a cheating bastard?
Maybe he's cheated on her before. He looks like a player. I mean,
That could be a possibility. But what if there was another reason?
like what?
Well, for example... Yes. What if she had seen Sean and Abigail together?
That would explain her hostility.
If that's the case, then she did witness what happened to the victim that night. This might lead us to something even more important.
Next year you won't miss Aui's birthday. Who? Aoi from, Danganronpa?
Hey, little guy, I need something analyzed.
Sure. Is it the lighter that was found at the murder scene?
Yes, I just need you to find any fingerprints on it.
Fingerprints, just a second. There seem to be a lot of them. Oh, wait. They're all the same set of prints, repeated over and over.
Can we find out whose they are?
Let's see. These are Carolyn Bowen's.
Bingo. So the one who left this lighter at the scene was... Right. Sean's wife, Carolyn, left the lighter at the murder scene. Carolyn Bowen, Sean's wife, left the lighter at the scene of Abigail's killing.
Me puns now, huh?
Her interrogation suggests that
How
she
fun.
saw her husband together with the victim. Does this mean that Carolyn is behind both the murders in this investigation? True. Even if she had a reason for killing Abigail, she had no motive for Alma's murder. But she may be able to provide us with information regarding Abigail's murder. I need a little more information from her. That... It wasn't Sean who left the lighter at Abigail's murder scene. It was Carolyn. That makes her our most probable suspect now.
Really? I wonder what HQ's going to think when they hear this.
I don't care. I'm not interested in your office politics.
I know that. So, what do you think?
I find it most likely that she's not the killer. Still, she may have witnessed something. If she finds herself our main suspect, perhaps that will loosen her tongue a bit.
I see. I'll use this info when I speak to her then.
You're going to talk to her yourself? That's odd.
It takes a liar to catch a liar. I'm good at this kind of thing.
We've all got secrets, don't we? I'll be counting on you.
Right. Oh, by the way, Abigail's cell phone has been repaired.
Great. Were the records of received calls intact?
She did receive a call during the time we believe she was at the restaurant. However, we've traced the call to a nearby payphone.
Huh, I see. I wonder if this information will lead us anywhere.
We're going to ask around the area if there were any witnesses near the phone, but we don't expect much. Still, there's no doubt that that was the last call made to her cell phone.
I see. So there's a good chance that call came from the murderer after all. Abigail was called out from a public phone, and then she was killed.
We'll continue looking into the deal with the payphone. Oh, we spoke to the chef again, too. Check out the recorder when you have time.
All right, I'll listen to it later.
How'd she act? Let me think. I remember that she was talking on her... I clearly remember that she left the restaurant in a hurry, so... The man who was with her left in a... No, I don't think that he went after Miss... He left the restaurant in an hour. I know that because I served a carafe. The gentleman drank it all himself. I remember being disappointed because they
Dr. Kimishima, we've received a recording.
More questioning? Who is it this time?
Carolyn Bowen, Sean's wife. Once they confronted her about the lighter, she started talking.
I see. I'll check it out.
So what if my fingerprints were on the lighter? That's got nothing to do with... Huh? Why am I a suspect? No, I'm telling you it wasn't like that. That skank. I didn't report it because I knew it. That... Yes, that's right. They look like they were having the time of their lives. I was going to charge in there and then the skank left the restaurant still on her phone. I followed that slut, but just because I was curious. I didn't want her to get away. Of course I was angry. She went into a warehouse not far from there.
That sounds kind of like Laura
Where I
Bailey.
was hiding, but she didn't come out for a while, so I peeked into the warehouse, and there was this hairy... It was on top of her. It was doing something to her hand with its terrible claws. I knew she'd been killed, but I had nothing to do with it. I mean, it serves her right. Did she think she could just steal any man she wanted? That's probably when I dropped the lighter. Of course, I didn't report it. I would have been the very first suspect.
I don't believe it. This is one weird testimony.
Our murder investigation suddenly turned into a monster hunt.
Is this both a doctor and a detective game? For this one section, we're playing as a detective. The majority of it has been doctor stuff.
We've had a sketch artist create a picture from her account, but are there any animals that size around here?
Don't be ridiculous. It's someone wearing a mask and some kind of costume.
That looks kind of like that Hollow Knight character. Is Atlas gonna sue somebody?
I thought as much. Could the killer be insane?
Who can say? There's no way to know anything yet.
I am very tempted to go and warm up that steak that I brought home from the barbecue place that I went to earlier yesterday. But that's supposed to be saved for tonight's dinner. Okay, there's nothing else at the crime scene, so... Supposed to be combining more stuff, right?
These two pieces of information can fill in Abigail's timeline that night until her death. When was she last seen before she died?
she act? I clearly remember that she left the man who was with her. No, I don't. He left the restaurant and I know that because I served a carafe. The gentleman drank it all himself before he left.
Okay, so we're gonna use the number 1. It's kind of a weird system they have here for this.
How could I do that?
I haven't done anything to Abby. She was a very... Look, what we have is... She's the one who asked me to... But she got a phone call where she went...
I clearly remember that she left the restaurant. The man who was... No, he left... I know that. The gentleman... I remember being disappointed.
Well, how long ago was it, though? Ooh.
When was That's right. She was seen at a restaurant that she was a frequent customer at.
How the hell does that correlate to 3? What?
The one with her at the time was... Concentrate. Correct. She was witnessed there with her boss. Afterwards, she left the restaurant alone. The reason she left was... Yes, a phone call caused her to leave the restaurant immediately. But where did this call come from? Indeed, the payphone near the murder scene. It's most likely that the killer called her from the public phone, then waited for the victim to arrive and ambushed her. That would be what happened on Abigail's last night in this world. From the sketch, the murderer was wearing a mask. Now I know what that white shard from the fireplace was. It must have been from the mask that the murderer was wearing while committing the crimes. But why would the murderer throw the mask into the fireplace? Whatever the reason, it helps to sort everything out. Okay, I need to sort out the information I have on hand. My main concern right now is the costume worn by whoever killed the two women. How did it end up in the fireplace in the Parker residence, where Alma was murdered? The most logical reason that can be considered at the moment is... Yes, Putting it in the fireplace could be an attempt to destroy it. And if that is the case, something strikes me as odd about how Joseph, Alma's husband, was acting. That is... Yes, he confessed to Alma's murder from the very beginning. If he was willing to confess, what reason would he have to hide any evidence? Let's assume for a moment that someone else is the real killer. Can we follow this hypothetical person's steps? This person would have killed both Alma and Abigail. The first person to be killed would have been... Right, Alma's corpse was found first, but Abigail had been killed before then. In other words, the killer wore a costume to kill Abigail, then killed Alma the next day, after which the costume was discarded into the fireplace. However, we haven't found the murder weapon yet. There were no traces of it in the fireplace. The killer would also have some connection to the two victims as well. We can assume that Abigail personally knew her murderer. The reason for this is... Right. She received a phone call from a payphone to call her out. The killer knew Abigail's phone number, and Abigail rushed out right after receiving the call. It's unreasonable to think that she would do that for someone she didn't know. Similarly, there's a good chance that Joseph knows the killer as well. This is because... Yes, if that wasn't so, Joseph would have no reason to defend whoever killed his wife. So, is the killer someone that the entire Parker family would be acquainted with?
Gotta be an estranged son or something.
Dr. Kimishima, sorry to keep you waiting. We've taken a look at the clock we recovered from the Parker house and...
Oh, hello? Naomi, can you hear me?
Alyssa? What are you doing there?
You kind of recognize those character designs? What character designs?
This guy let me in.
Little guy?
This girl said that she really had to talk to you.
Alright. Alyssa, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
I need to do some work with the man you're with. Be a good girl and be quiet for a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. So, about that clock.
Yes, I heard that much. Get to it.
As you mentioned, the decoration on the clock matches the wound on the corpse's head.
Was the game made by the same people who created Persona? Yep, this is an Atlas game.
It probably fell off the desk and struck the victim's head. This may have happened while she was struggling with her assailant.
I see. Is it possible for that wound to have been the cause of death?
No, that's impossible. The impact wouldn't have been enough to kill someone. We've inspected the exterior of the clock, but it doesn't seem that damaged either.
I see. Then... Little guy? What's that sound?
Sorry. Looks like this clock is the kind that plays a little tune.
Hey, Naomi?
Alyssa, you said that you'd keep quiet.
I'm sorry, but that clock is broken.
Broken? Where?
I mean, I know how this song goes, but this one part sounds all weird.
Huh? Little guy, has anybody looked inside the clock?
1 second. Dr. Kimishima, there's something inside.
We may have found just what we're looking for. Thank you.
Oh, so it was a tent peg. Okay. Beep boop to you too, Frederick. How you doing? Were you here earlier? I don't know if I welcomed you to the stream or not. No, I haven't seen you in the chat yet. Welcome, Frederick. How you doing?
I want to know more about this weapon, little guy.
Oh yeah, no problem. It has an X-shaped cross-section, and it's 25 centimeters long.
It's a tent peg.
It's thinner at the tip, and it's shaped more like a steak than a knife. This isn't a commercially available available weapon. This is just a piece of steel with sharpened edges.
Huh. So the killer made it?
It seems that way. It's a poor cutting implement, but it could certainly be used for stabbing.
I see. This could be the weapon then. The shape on the end of the weapon's hilt appears to match the bruise on Alma's hand.
Thanks for welcome. You were in the previous stream, though. Yeah, well, I still like to welcome everybody when they make their presence known.
This bruise could be from Alma pushing her hand against the hilt of the weapon. If that's the case, then the person who used this weapon would have to be... Yes. If the weapon is used by thrusting forward while applying pressure with the palm, then the only way Alma could get this bruise is if she was the one wielding the weapon. But what does this mean?
Welcome to stream Otaku Core Kid VT. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty alright.
Yes, if we put these together, it should be easier to identify the weapon. The victims, Alma and Abigail, they both died from being stabbed in the chest by a weapon with the same shape. Their wounds match the shape of the weapon found inside the clock. The two of them were killed with the same weapon, this handmade stake.
I could just call you Otaku, not your full name, but it's fine. Alright.
The shape of her stab wound perfectly matches the shape of the weapon found in the clock. The bruise on Alma's palm indicates that she had been using the weapon. If Abigail was murdered by Alma, it would make sense for Abigail to respond to a phone call from her mother. There's also Abigail's final words to consider. Huh. Why would she say that? That's right. The killer was wearing a mask and covered in fur at the time. Even as Abigail lay dying, she had no idea that her killer was her own mother.
Okay, that's one hell of a plot twist.
That's why she called out, to warn her mother away. From the phone call, she would have assumed that her mother, Alma, was somewhere nearby. But if Alma is the murderer, how did she end up killed by the weapon that she had been using?
Revenged by the other guy, maybe?
Dr. Kimishima, the results of our analysis have come in.
You're chilling and listening to music? Nice. What kind of music are you listening to?
Good. Which analysis was this?
The wine glass. Something else was detected in the residue.
Well, what is it?
We've detected traces of benzodiazepine in the wine.
Benzodiazepine? Isn't that used in sleeping pills and anti-anxiety medication?
That's right. It seems to have been mixed in with the wine.
Little guy, was there any benzodiazepine found in Alma's body?
No, why? The results of the drug test came up with a negative on that.
That's all right. I just wanted to make sure that she wasn't the one taking it.
Okay.
If we believe that Alma is the one that killed Abigail, then Alma put the sleeping medication into the wine. The one who drank it was... I can't mess around anymore. It's time to get serious. Yes, her husband Joseph.
What do you mean? Are you saying?
That's right. Alma tried to kill Joseph as well.
But, Dr. Kimishima, isn't that just...
The weapon left a bruise on her palm. That is proof that she used the weapon.
But she was killed by that same weapon.
That's true. Let's stay calm and think this through. We have evidence that there was a struggle between Joseph and Alma, don't we? That is, I can't make any more rash decisions. I need to think cautiously. Indeed, the bloodstains are quite likely from when Joseph was injured and grabbed Alma's wrist during the struggle.
Then, did Joseph kill Alma during that fight?
I'm just saying that this is one conjecture we could make.
But there's no motive. The family reportedly got along well.
Little guy, where is Mr. Parker right now?
Huh? He's still being detained.
Good. Tell him something. Tell him we found the weapon Mrs. Parker was using inside the clock.
All right, I'll do that. Where are you going, Dr. Kimishima?
I'm going back to the murder scene. I want to find Alma's motive.
Oh, Dr. Kimishima, can I bother you for a moment?
What's the matter?
HQ contacted me just a moment ago. It seems Joseph Parker has a message for you.
The victim's husband? But why?
I don't know. I'll send the recording over to you right now.
This message is for whoever is investigating my case. I don't know who you are, but I'm impressed by your skills. Go to my house and check above the fireplace. My wife's diary should be behind the stones. You must already know that I can't stand. So that's the only thing I couldn't get rid of. If you read it, you might find out what my wife was truly feeling. Please, make use of that information.
I heard every word. I'll have to check above the fireplace.
There we go.
Alma's diary is in here? Here it is. I should take it back to the office and go through it.
Oh, Dr. Kimishima, can you spare a moment?
I do if it's about the case.
Of course it is. Alma Parker's autopsy is about to begin.
Good. I hope they find something.
Yes, and regarding the results from the auto-imaging scan, A tumor has been found in Alma Parker's prefrontal lobe.
A tumor?
Yes, it's about 5 centimeters in diameter, and it seems to have been causing CVD.
Cerebral vascular disorder. If that's so, then
Yes, well, even if she hadn't been killed, she didn't have much time left.
that's not the point. Tumors in the prefrontal lobe cause visual and auditory hallucinations. There's the chance that this may explain her strange behavior.
Wait, so you think this is related to the case?
I found Alma's diary above the Parker's fireplace.
What? Then Joseph was...
He was telling the truth. Reading this may tell us more.
I write this diary giving thanks to the mountains and to the flowing waters. My headaches continue today.
Welcome to Stream Supreme Herald, how you doing?
That bruise seems to have gotten bigger, too. Should I see a doctor?
A bruise. What is she referring to? I can't make any more rash decisions. I need to think cautiously. That's right. She was still alive when she got that bruise on her hand.
I write this diary giving thanks to the mountains and to the flowing waters. A miracle happened today. I can barely believe it. I heard God's voice, beautiful and pure. The bruise on my hand is a sigil passed on to me by God himself.
I see. Well, I'm no theologian, but I doubt this was a revelation from God. What happened to her was caused by, I can't make any more rash decisions. I need to think cautiously. Right. Her experience was likely caused by the tumor in her prefrontal lobe. She interpreted the whispers of her disease as the voice of the Creator.
I write this diary giving thanks. Today I heard a shocking premonition. We were walking the path against God's divine will. My pain was inflicted on me as a punishment and a warning to me and my family. I cannot let this be. I must save my family. I write this diary. The preparations have been made. I will become the beast of the Lord and lead my loving family. I will sever them from this world and engrave the sigil upon their bodies too. Abby, my little girl, I willingly become the beast so I can save you.
Beast of the Lord. That explains the fur.
I write this diary. I learned a terrible truth today. My little Abby never reached his side. It's my fault. I severed her connection before engraving the sigil. Ah, my loving daughter, please forgive your mother for being so foolish. Joseph will be saved. I will engrave his sigil and lead his soul. I'll make sure it won't hurt. Joseph, let us be reunited in his world.
The diary ends here. Alma died after writing this. The sigil that she says she engraved onto her daughter is, I can't make any more rash decisions. I need to think cautiously. That's right. Alma thought the black bruise on her hand appeared as a holy sign. That's why she thought she was saving her daughter's soul using the same pattern. She also planned to do the same to her husband. When she said she'd make sure it won't hurt, she meant, I can't make any more rash decisions. I need to think cautiously. Indeed. This diary answers a number of the questions we've had regarding this case.
Okay, so I'm thinking the person that had an affair ended up killing the mom because, for revenge. He probably saw what happened and he decided to kill her.
Until this point, I had thought that Alma and Abigail had been killed by the same person. But now it's clear who killed Abigail. And yet, there are several things found at the crime scene that could not have been Alma's doing.
What do you mean you're back, Hoo-Woo person? Where'd you go?
I need to review the information we have to determine if these murders were committed by the same person. Hey, little guy, I have something else that I need you to analyze for me.
You do? I thought we've already been through everything.
It's more that I want you to sort through what we know. Alma wore the mask and the fur when she killed Abigail. However, Alma couldn't have done everything herself. For example, I can't make any more rash decisions. I need to think cautiously. Yes, Alma didn't stab herself.
You got distracted.
And
Okay.
there were obvious attempts to hide evidence after Alma's death. One such piece of evidence is, I can't make any more rash decisions. I need to think cautiously. Yes, someone tried to destroy the costume Alma wore in the fireplace. Another piece is, I can't make any more rash decisions. I need to think cautiously. The weapon Alma is believed to have used was hidden inside the clock.
Only one person was able to do this.
Yes. Now we can finally see everything that happened in this case.
Oh, the case is solved, huh?
The dead shall speak. Let's put together the truth of what happened here. In a way, you could say Alma Parker is the first victim. She had a gigantic tumor within her prefrontal lobe. The conditions caused by the tumor changed her. This card has the evidence of that. Yes, she believed her hallucinations were divine visions. Parting with the world, her beloved daughter was first. It was that same love that led to Alma's attack. This card proves the violence Alma carried out on her Abigail. I can't mess around anymore. It's time to get serious. I cannot make any more mistakes. Indeed. She put on a mask and fur, then killed her. That's why Abigail failed to recognize her own mother. Instead, she kept screaming in order to warn Alma away. Abigail's last words are proof of that.
Mom! Stay away! Run!
After the murder, Alma tried to guide her child's soul. The proof of that is on this card. This is likely what Mrs. Bowen witnessed. But Alma thought she had failed to save Abigail's soul. In order to guide the soul to its rightful place, Alma thought the sigil needed to be applied before death. So she made careful preparations for Joseph's murder. The evidence of that is shown on this card. Yes, but this plan failed to work. Joseph woke from the pain and struggled with her in a panic. This card tells us the evidence of that. Alma wore the mask and fur again to kill her husband. That's why Joseph didn't know it was Alma attacking him. He desperately caught her hand, resisting her. And in the ensuing struggle, they fell, stabbing Alma. When Joseph removed his attacker's mask, he realized... It was first thought that both cases had the same murderer. But with so many mysteries solved, I know that can't be.
Okay, so he really did kill her then.
This is the card with proof of the reason why that is. I cannot make any more mistakes. Yes. After Alma's death, someone erased evidence of her guilt. No matter how it was done, it couldn't have been Alma. And so, the truth of this card is brought to light. So, help us, please.
Alright, let's try this again.
Hey, I'll however. Yeah, and one. Another.
Oh yeah,
Weapon, Alma, is
not sure if you were here when I said this earlier, Woo Person, but when I went on my break, I found out that the River City Girls figurines that I bought are absolute dog shit.
Yes.
Whoever made those things deserves to get their right to make toys taken away.
The dead shall speak. Let's put together the truth of what happened here. In a way, you could say Alma Parker is the first victim. She had a gigantic tumor within her prefrontal lobe. The conditions caused by the tumor changed her. This card has the evidence of that. Yes, she believed her hallucinations were divine visions. Parting with the world, her beloved daughter was first. It was that same love that led to Alma's attack. This card proves the violence Alma carried out on her Abigail. Indeed. She put on a mask and fur, then killed her. That's why Abigail failed to recognize her own mother. Instead, she kept screaming in order to warn Alma away. Abigail's last words are proof of that.
Mom! Stay away! Run!
After the murder, Alma tried to guide her child's soul. The proof of that is on this card. This is likely what Mrs. Bowen witnessed. But Alma thought she had failed to save Abigail's soul. In order to guide the soul to its rightful place, Alma thought the sigil needed to be applied before death. So she made careful preparations for Joseph's murder. The evidence of that is shown on this card. Yes, but this plan failed to work. Joseph woke from the pain and struggled with her in a panic. This card tells us the evidence of that. Alma wore the mask and fur again to kill her husband. That's why Joseph didn't know it was Alma attacking him. He desperately caught her hand, resisting her. And in the ensuing struggle, they fell, stabbing Alma. When Joseph removed his attacker's mask, he realized... It was first thought that both cases had the same murderer. But with so many mysteries solved, I know that can't be. This is the card with proof of the reason why that is. Concentrate. What could I do with that? Yes. After Alma's death, someone erased evidence of her guilt. No matter how it was done, it couldn't have been Alma. And so, the truth of this card is brought to light. This person wanted to hide Alma's crimes. First, her costume was destroyed in the fireplace. The weapon she used was hidden within a clock in the house. Another knife was used to make Alma seem like a victim. This card shows who took this effort to exonerate Alma. Joseph knew Alma was not a woman who could commit murder. Her bizarre acts were a result of her brain tumor. Even then, she still loved her husband and cared about him. Her final words are proof of that.
Joseph, my love, I'm sorry. I can't save you.
This is the truth behind how her life's light was put out.
Well, that sucks.
Naomi, you have a call from Mr. Parker.
Yes. I was just thinking about visiting you. All right. I'll be there soon.
Will you be all right? If you think there's any danger.
Chief, what do you think love is? A true love in which each thought of the other to the end. That may well have been the integral part of this case.
I can't guarantee it's any good. Alma always made coffee.
Thank you.
My wife, she was the best companion a man could hope for. Even when I was stubborn or angry, she still loved me.
Mr. Parker, it's my duty to uncover the truth.
I understand.
You loved her. Even if you'll be misunderstood and branded a killer, you wanted to hide the fact that Alma tried to kill you.
I'd be better off if she had killed me. There's absolutely no way she'd kill me without a cause. She must have had some reason for what she did. Please, if it ends like this, Alma will be known as a lunatic. You have to find out what truly happened to my wife. Please.
Yes, I will. That's my duty. Death comes to everyone. I'm a little jealous.
Oh, there you are, Dr. Kimishima. I was looking for you.
I see. What do you want?
You may like this detective wife more.
From the Oxford autopsy.
Tell me all about it, right now.
Right. Her brain tumor was kind of... well, strange.
Strange? Could you be any more vague? Were you actually present at the autopsy?
Well, yes, but it was a condition I've never seen. The tissue around the tumor was black. Nobody knows why.
Black? The same as with Veronica. Remove that tumor. I'll have a friend at Resurgam check it. And I want the death certificate made by the end of the day.
You want me to do all that?
No excuses. Get to it right now.
I'm on it.
Veronica's death. An old woman losing her mind. What in the world is going on?
How many... Okay, there's supposed to be 7 in total. We're not going to be able to, we're not going to be able to get through another one in another 5 minutes. So we're going to see about stopping here for the night and giving Scout a raid. What is Scout up to this time? Final Fantasy XIV Online. A lot of people getting into that again. I've seen, Rafina starting to get obsessed with that as well. Alright, so yeah, we'll give Scout a raid, and later on today we will be back with more Castlevania on the N64, and then Sunday we will be doing more Metal Gear Solid 5, as well as hopefully finishing up Resident Evil 5 with Black Healer. Yeah, I got a collab going for that one. But, that'll be about it for this stream here. Thank you for tuning in, Supreme Herald, Otaku Core Kid, Jedi Otter, Frederick, Century Nerd, Gravestone, Les Prodigy, Jeff the Gamer, Uwu Person, and Honey OTU. Hopefully I'll see more of you guys down the line. With that being said, here endeth the stream. Until next time, stay groovy. Now let's raid.